So today we're going to be hunting kyurem in Pokemon Black 2, specifically the shiny version. By the way, comment down below your favorite Pokemon game and what I should do for content, because I don't know what to do. Like maybe shiny hunting for Pokemon, maybe Mario content, which honestly didn't do well for long form videos, or maybe just dog videos. Stick to that. If I can get comments to work, I'll ask for your opinions. I'm probably gonna stream for about, record for about 3 hours at most. Because normally I stay up for about until 9. So I might just well record until then. Or maybe less, because who knows, I might get something cool. By the way, I found a shiny Oddno like a few days ago while playing through Pokemon Black 2, because I was doing a playthrough since I decided to reset because I didn't have anything that good. And I really wanted to play through Pokemon Black 2 again. And that shiny Oddno carried through the Elite Four. Like, I'm not joking. That thing, like, was very good. That thing, like, soloed Chantal's entire team, due to it literally just being that good. Because it had Shadow Ball, and none of her Pokemon could do anything. And also I chose Emboar, or Tepig, as my starter. And you wanna know what happened? I never got anything better than Arm Thrust as, like, its fighting type move. Because, like, nothing else really fit. And somehow, some way, it worked. I beat Grimsley, and I beat the Aggron on the, on Iris's team with Arm Thrust. How? How? Just seriously, how? Yoink. By the way, anyone who's played Pokemon Black 2, what was your team when you played? And please do not say just your starter. Please. I don't like it when people just play through with just their starters. It makes no sense. It just doesn't really work. I mean, it does, but it also just doesn't. It makes me feel awkward. Just to know that I'm one of the, like, I do that. Like, I never really played through it just as my starter, except for maybe Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. No, just Alpha Sapphire, because that was the most I ever did when it came to just using my starter, because I had a Trico I named Tree Branch. That thing carried, because, of course, Trico or Mudkip is a great choice for Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. Specifically, Alpha Sapphire is the best one to use Trico, because obvious reasons. It's good against almost all of the Team Aqua Grunts. But seriously though, people who played any Pokemon game, what was your first? Mine was Y. And also, what was your team when you played? I'm pretty sure my first actual playthrough of it was my starter, and I think I'm gonna pause my recording because my dog is getting into something. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't stay into that. Okay, so never mind. He was just being annoying downstairs, but I decided to close all the upstairs doors except for my dad's room because cats were in there, and I'm not gonna deal with that. If you watch the he wants in videos of my cat Singer, just trying to get in my parents' room because he just likes being in there. You know, he meows pretty loud and frequently, and I wasn't gonna trap him in there either. Anyways, I used to have a Super Mario 3DS. Like, actual 3DS that was just Mario. So I have two stories to tell about it. First of all, with how it broke. It snapped in half because I was swinging it around in a bag one day at this place called Acorn now that is over, there's a Costco near here in Henrico. It's around the corner from there. Weirdly enough, there was a fire near it, like a month ago. Like near the apartment complex, near the place, there was a fire. That was concerning. So, Acorn is a place where people who are autistic or just struggle with learning go there to learn on their skills, learn skills to help in life. It actually does help a lot, and it's fun because all the staff members there are really nice. Shout out for me, Jasmine and Candace, and I forgot the other person. I keep forgetting everyone's names, but no offense. I love everyone there. You are all great people. Jasmine actually went off to study medicine and become a doctor. Good for her. But like, all of them there made it actually livable at my house, because like I did not like going to school, and it was just a nightmare outside of that. And it was actually nice being there because I learned a lot, and I made a few friends. But it's just a nice place. But I ended up, because you get breaks sometimes, and when I was being picked up from there, I decided it'd be a great idea to swing around my 3DS in my bag that I was carrying. That was not. It snapped in half. Somehow, the bottom screen still worked, but the top screen was completely black, so you can't use it. So you can't see what's going on the top screen, which is where all the action goes on. And you can't see where you're going if your entire screen is black. You can't see what you're doing either, so it is completely unplayable. So yeah. RIP Mario 3DS. But also, I remember taking apart piece by piece and somehow managing to get it all back together. How? Like, and it still worked perfectly fine after I did that. This was before it snapped in half, so yeah. It literally cannot be put back together with how the parts snapped off. So, yeah. That sucked. Also, no counter because I physically cannot edit a counter in. And I cannot split screen because I'm on my phone. Oh, and also I will keep making I'll keep making videos on this subject and keep uploading them for at least until I get shiny kyurem, and I'm hoping it's before the 17th because that's my birthday. Today's the 10th when I'm recording it, so I have a week to get it before my birthday. But I will be making daily content, or seeing if I can. Because I will get this kyurem shiny no matter what. And this is a full odds kyurem because I can't transfer things. This is my only 3DS and I don't own white 2. And it's 3DS, so it doesn't have that niche mechanic that allows it to add other like Game Boy games into the back of it, like some of those very cool ones did back when these games came out. As well as I don't have the Dream Yard. Well, I can technically, but I don't have Pokemon Dream Raider because, you know, that game shut down. Also, I don't have Pokemon Bank, so it's physically impossible for me to get the full national decks and the full regional decks to get the shiny charm. I don't have the regional or national. Like, ever will have it fully mastered and fully done. Nor can I get Victini, for obvious reasons. And I'm not gonna take the risk of doing that weird thing where you set up on a DS, if I could ever buy one, where you allow it to just do that weird thing that allows you to get internet for a DS or 3DS. You know, with it having its Wi-Fi shut down like a year ago. Like, Nintendo, wah. It's like that one Wario thing. Wah. By the way, I've never played the original Black and White because I don't have the money to buy them. And also I don't know where to buy them. I mean, I found one for White at 2nd and Charles. It's gone now. By the way, 2nd and Charles, anyone that has never heard of that, how, first of all? Second of all, it's one of the greatest places ever. You can find almost anything. Like, almost. Not everything. Anything that has been previously used. And you can also donate to them for in-store credit, but yeah. And it can be random whether they have what you want to get, and also for reasonable prices. That's weird, because I found a Yokai Watch game for like $40. Seems like Hulk's causing mischief. If you can hear my dad screaming to find Hulk, but I don't know. But seriously, check out 2nd and Charles, because like it had Pokemon Omega Ruby today, plus some Mario games like Super Mario 3D Land, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 3D Land. And 3D Super Mario Maker for the 3DS. As well as Mario Kart 7. And weirdly enough, a Yu-Gi-Oh game. Like, it has the weirdest stuff. As well as very cool, like, Switch stuff. Like, they have this cool, Mario Switch controller, which weirdly enough costs $24. The other stuff, a cool, Mimikyu and Pikachu set of normal handheld controllers that are not like the Pro controllers, cost $70. So you never know how much it's going to cost, but it is sometimes likely that you're going to find what you want there because it's random. Like, I mean, it depends on who's donating. I've only found one Switch 2 thing there, and it's not Legend ZA, unfortunately. I do not have Legend ZA. But I might get it for my birthday. By the gods of Pokemon, please give me shiny Kyurem. Before I head into this one, I will sign out in sign language Kyurem. If I can. K. Y. U. Yes, this is you. M. No, wait. K. Y. U. No, that's T. This is R. So, K. Y. U. R. E. Then M. Then, yeah, kyurem. So, let's see if that works. I don't know why I did that. That just wasted like a minute of my time. It did not. Wah. I mean, like, the odds are 1 in 8,000. Like, what did I think? Like, that is so unlikely that it's gonna happen. But at least it's not Mirage Island, like, luck. I kind of wish they had Carnivine to Legend ZA. We've not gotten much Carnivine love, because Carnivine's apparently not that popular in the community. Like, I love Carnivine. He's my boy. I love Venus flytraps. It's just the fact that I can't have one because I won't be able to because it's not okay. Ooh. Also, why did they give Zero Aura of all Pokemon, like, Mega Evolutions in Legends EA? Like, of all Pokemon, one I physically cannot get. Unless they give a distribution for a Zero Aura in Legends EA. Then maybe I'll be able to get it, because that would be cool. I don't have that shiny one, unfortunately, due to me not having access to online during the Sword and Shield thing. Unfortunately, that sucked. I now have access to online with my Switch. Which, by the way, I will be getting the Switch version of Legends EA for obvious reasons. I'm not going to go out and have to spend $400, nearly $500 for a Switch 2. By the way, Nintendo, that is a scam. Considering you have, for some reason, just decided to go full ham on preventing us from modding our Switch 2s. Why? That's not okay in any circumstance. By the way, what legendaries do you think they'll add next in Legends EA? I mean, I've not seen anything from the Mega Dimensions for obvious reasons. I'm not going to spoil myself. But all I know is the Mega Evolutions. I'm obviously choosing Embor for the reasons that I'm literally using one on my team. And I'm probably going to also use Scolipede, due to me also really liking Scolipede, Chandelure, Electros. Pokemon like that, they're all so cool. Like, I love them all. I love almost all of the Mega Evolutions. Starmie, you're a freak. Get out. If I offended any Starmie fans, I'm sorry. I don't like Mega Starmie. It's just Patrick Star. And I never liked SpongeBob, unfortunately. Because I never got much chance to have a childhood with cartoons. Like, cartoons that many people in the 90s grew up with. By the way, I take personal development. If you ever take that class, remember, just stay on top of your grades. As well as, for me, I have an assignment tracker that I have to fill out. Fill that out if you have one. Don't just waste your time in class. Because that does actually count for that's basically all you're going to do for most of the week. Like, it's basically a free class. That's why I like having day 2s Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because those are so much better. Because you just get free days, basically, for, like, free classes. At least once. Well, for one, you have a assignment. Or if you're me, you have social skills. And coping skills stuff, because I am autistic and I do have stuff like that I have trouble coping with stuff. But outside of that, it's basically a free class. And my teacher is nice. And also is really borderline tempting me on learning more on Legends EA because of him already having the game. And also, I don't know how the battle system is going to work. Because, again, I have not seen anything on it. I at least know how to edit a thumbnail. I just don't know how to get a good one, so I have to hand make it by paper. Which also I'm decently good at drawing. Just only humans. And maybe sometimes certain things, like I can draw kyurem, just not a good picture of kyurem, which will probably be what the thumbnail for this is. Just every time I'm gonna put a different number under the thing for every attempt at getting kyurem, I do. So today we'll be having the image of kyurem plus the number 1. And again, I do have the Master Ball, so when I get that shiny kyurem, I am Master Balling it immediately. I'm not taking risk. I'm not taking risk of it killing my entire team in that, or just dying of recoil due to struggle. I'm never gonna risk that with a shiny legendary, ever. Boomba. Oh, by the way, if I get that shiny kyurem, I will face reveal, because no one's actually seen my real face. Even in that one post that kinda showed my face, it didn't fully show it at all. It was covered up almost completely by a hoodie, so you can't really see my face. So I'll fully face reveal. Like, if not just on my birthday, because why not? By the way, do you think they should add a shiny Victini thing? Because they absolutely should. That's not even a debatable question. It should give it. They should give us a shiny Victini, because we've been waiting literally like over a decade, almost in like a few years, 2 decades, waiting for shiny Victini to be released. Yet they've never given it to us. Not once. Like, not once have they given us a shiny Victini. They've given us Victini releases, they've just never given us that shiny Victini that we've all been craving. Which, by the way, I honestly don't like Victini shiny that much. It's just the fact that I want it. By the way, it was cold out today for like no reason. Like colder than it was when it was actually snowing. Yet somehow snow is melting. Despite literally being so cold that I almost refused to just walk back home because it was that cold. Because it felt like it was below freezing. And I'm the dude who takes off his shirt sometimes when he's in the snow. Don't ask why, I am a freak. I've seen people take months to do a shiny hunt for kyurem, and I hope it doesn't take that long for me. I just wish there was a way for me to get better quality on this. Because I just cannot seem to find a way to get the full 3DS in the frame. Like at all. And I'm trying to, but it just doesn't work that well. The Giant's Chasm. Don't ask why I pronounced it that way, I just felt like it. By the way, I have a history class at the end of the day. Dude, my history teacher unlocks everything in the folder, like, in the morning. So, basically you can do everything before the class even starts. Like, the class even starts, and he almost always allows us to get out of class after we finish. Like, after we finish our, everything in the folder, we can just basically either just have to listen to what he's saying, or, just immediately get to leave. That's why it's easily the easiest class in my entire, like, out of my entire day, outside of study block and virtual community, which is what we call our form of advisory, by the way, to anyone that just goes to physical school. we assume that it's about 7 o'clock. I'm going to end this when it becomes 9, so yeah. We have about a few hours, so yeah. I'm just gonna lock in now and just stop talking. So sorry if it gets quiet. Also, if you're wondering how to soft reset and you don't know how, select both of the LR buttons. So like the start, select, and then you press these buttons right here, all at the same time, and it soft resets. Just for anyone who doesn't know. Because I can see some people just not knowing how to, but don't know anyone else who can give anyone advice on how to. Also, you physically cannot soft reset on this Nintendo Switch. There's no way to do that, unfortunately. Also, name in the comments if I can get them to work. What should I shiny hunt next? Should I shiny hunt the legendary trios? Should I shiny hunt Regirock? Because I can't access Registeel until I catch Regirock. Should I chase after Volcarona? What should I do? Because I simply do not know. Should I challenge the Black Tower on recording? It's up to you guys to decide. I'm honestly not expecting this to get much traction due to just, for some reason, the algorithm just does not like me and rarely shows any of my actually good videos, in my opinion, that I've actually put full effort into. Which is why there's a major problem with YouTube, and it just does not reward small content creators with their more effort given videos, and just supports those who just don't make that much effort into making videos, like for shorts. So that kind of sucks. So if this pops up on your For You page, or you just find it somewhere, good for you. Also, I don't do any of that subscribe, or I don't try to do any of that subscribe or like the video nonsense, because I just do not care. All I want to know is that I've been seen by other people. I don't want to be acknowledged that they like me. I just want to know that I've been seen. That's all. I'm not in for the subscribers or the likes. I just simply do not care. I just wanted to know I exist. At least my good content, in my opinion, exists to other people. You know what I just realized? I'm around just as old as the original black and white games. Like, those came out in, like, what, no wait, that was Heart Gold and Silver that came out in 2010. So I'm just as old as Heart Gold and Soul Silver. gotten a few hundred resets in by now. Pretty sure I can get like a couple hundred for... I think I can get like, what, maybe 200 per hour? And that's without speed up, so... yeah, it'll still take a long time. I honestly wish they had a speed up button to Pokemon. I mean, they did for Yokai Watch. Then again, they're completely separate companies. Like Pokemon, they added a speed up button into their actual mainline games. You didn't. What are you thinking? It's much fun. It's much more fun if you can add a speed up button. Because that makes everything a lot easier. And go by much faster, but again, I guess that just defeats most of the point. And there's actually a purpose in Yokai Watch for the speed up button. Like, it's meant to make sure that everything goes by faster, so it doesn't feel like everything's lasting an eternity every single battle. Because those could take, I don't know, it feels like days to complete without the speed up button. By the way, for anyone that uses a 3DS, if you actually use the 3D feature, you are weird. That actually makes me sick to my stomach whenever I use it. Just don't ever use it. So far we're at 57 minutes or 53 minutes into this video. I'm tired. Yet I'm going to keep my promise and keep going until 9. Oh. By the way, I wonder if anyone watches anime who's seen this video. As I'm recording this today, Record of Ragnarok Season 3 came out. It's actually pretty good. I finished it in one day though, because, I mean, it's only 15 episodes. That's not that long. But, I will admit, I don't know whether I like or not the fact that the entire Nikola Tesla fight versus Beelzebub was completely rotoscoped for almost everything. Like, nearly everything was rotoscoped. If you don't know what it is, it's the weird thing that makes everything look 3D. If you've watched King and Ashura, literally every scene that I know of is rotoscoped. Nearly everything I've seen from King and Ashura is rotoscoped. It looks so weird, and I do not like it at all. But for some reason, it just fits with the Record of Ragnarok theme. And if you watch the the first few episodes of Record of Ragnarok, that scene where in the beginning, the first round, Lubu versus Thor, where the drummers for the Chinese warrior drummers are all completely rotoscoped. That's why they look so 3D. I learned this information from the Odd Ones Out. You probably seen him if you're watching this video, because he's very famous. Love your videos, James. Currently, the time is around 7:27, or around 7:25 to 7:30. So about around an hour 30 minutes left. Meaning we should finish this entire thing will be done by the point of 2:30. 2 hours 30 minutes on the video. So yeah, it's my definite longest video I've ever made. Even back when I did Yokai Watch content that you will never find, because it's no longer at all on the internet, because no one watched my videos enough to actually make them popular enough to be recreated. People have seen them, they just never got the chance to actually clip any of it, because I know none of that exists. So I'm the only one with that information. I mean, if you've never seen it, you will never see it. You will never see it at all, because I'm not reposting them. Those are from my cringier days, and I don't like that. And we're officially an hour and 1 minute into this. Ugh. Yeah, I'm doubting we're getting it today, but we're not gonna get kyurem today, but we might get it by the time I get to my birthday. That should be around, so I'm gonna keep recording for around 2 hours every day. So if at least every hour I get 100 encounters, that should be 200 encounters per, around 250 encounters per episode of this series. So you multiply that by 7, and that times 4 would be 1,000. So that'd be 4. So by day 4, I'd have 1,000 encounters, and by day 7, if we actually get to that, we'd have around, I'd say, around 1,700 encounters. 1,750 encounters, which, depending on how long I go, might be more, might be less. But that's a decent amount of encounters. Like, that's a lot of encounters. Just not nearly even close to enough. Fun fact, when I was like in middle school, not in middle school, when I was in elementary school, my birthday used to be the day right, I'm pretty sure it used to be the day of winter break. And then in 5th grade, it was the day before winter break. And then in middle school, it was just a few days before. Now, my birthday is 2 days before winter break. Unfortunately. Because now winter break's the 19th. Well, after the 19th. But yeah. And also, we'll never do a single Masuda method hunt because, first of all, I can't get a Masuda method alternate region ditto in this game. Second of all, I don't like egg hunting. Those are miserable times. Those are really miserable times. Because it takes forever to get eggs, especially in Scarlet and Violet. Depending on what you're doing, it could take forever to get even one egg. And I just cannot do that in this game. I do not have the time nor the patience to actually go through and hunt a Masuda method anything. Also, what was your first shiny? That anyone in the comments just say, what was your first shiny? Mine was a shiny Nidoran. No wait, not shiny Nidoran. Shiny Spritzy. Unfortunately, it was not like that. Everyone else's, like in early games when they thought, oh yeah, that's a different color thing. That's probably something wrong with my game. No. I knew it was probably very rare and very cool. Except I didn't know how to save. So I'm guessing you knew what happened next when I last powered off my 3DS. Because I decided that, yeah, that's a smart idea to do. Always power off your 3DS. No. No. I never do that now. Because what if I forget to save? And wanna know what's weirder? Like, maybe the same day, I found a shiny Nidoran male. Maybe the same day I found that Spritzy, I found a shiny Nidoran male. And I didn't get either, because guess who forgets to save? And never knows how at that point in my life? This guy. But, like, I hate that fact. If anyone's wondering what my actual first shiny that I caught and kept was, I'm pretty sure it was a shiny Rookidee in Sword and Shield. That I named, of course, Shiny. Holy crap, that was such a nice shiny. And since it was Sword and Shield, it could Gigantamax. And also, when I first got Scarlet and Violet, the day I got Scarlet and Violet, like an hour in, found a shiny Pichu. Not Pikachu, Pichu. By running into it, not knowing it was shiny. I unironically found a shiny Pichu without knowing it was shiny Pichu. I was like, what? Hold up, what? And I started screaming at the top of my lungs. Like that one meme that went, now looks like the perfect time to scream at the top of my lungs. I will not say the full thing of that. That is swearing. But yeah. That was so cool. And in Legends Arceus, I literally had to beat the whole game in order to find my first shiny. And that was a shiny Staraptor that I just found while roaming through the Cobalt Coastlands after I beat the game. And oh my god, that was so cool. And then in Pokemon Shining Pearl, I found a shiny Golbat in the post-game. Also cool. And then in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, it took me a long time to find my first shiny. I have the shiny charm in that game now. Meaning, yes, I got a Meltan through trading. Because yes, I have a lot of Pokemon. I've literally got the max storage in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee a couple times. And I have a few shiny Pokemon. I have a shiny Gyarados. I have a shiny Pidgeot. I don't know what else to go for that in that game. Because I just seriously don't have any idea what I could do. But it's seriously cool knowing that it's just something that is a euphoric experience. Getting your first ever shiny in any Pokemon game and knowing it's shiny and not thinking it's a glitch in your entire game. I think most people have had that incident. I'm still mad about that Spritzy, and when I get Legends EA, I'm going to shiny hunt for a Spritzy. Not even just to evolve it, just to have it. Because I will name it First Ever Shiny. As First Shine, because why not? And also, I will go for a full team of Mega Pokemon. As well as a shiny Alpha Mega, for no reason. I'm guessing you can think of what I'm going for. For obvious reasons, it'd be Litleo. Because, like, Litleo is the easiest thing to get. All you have to do is just hold up. But yeah, right now it's around 7:40. I also have absurdly long hair for a male man. Not male man, male man. For the average male person. Like, especially since I look more like my uncle than I do my dad. I mean, I get that they look a lot alike, but I look absurdly like my uncle when he was my age. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I have tomfoolery, but yeah. I do look a lot like my uncle when he was my age. But I just hope that doesn't mean I end up looking like him when I'm his age. Because he's almost bald. And he's like in his 30s. I get that's when male pattern baldness is. But like, dear Lord, he's basically bald entirely. Keeps.com, they do not sponsor me. I remember there was this thing from M&J TV where he was shiny hunting Kabuto, and he sprained his wrist. I get he has loose ligaments, which yes is a real condition. I know that from him, and also I searched it up. Since it's not an actual, just normal excuse to get out of gym class. But it is a real thing. But seriously, Kabuto is evil. For that one reason, because I actually like M&J TV's content. Go check him out if you've never checked him out. If you haven't, you're a weirdo if you like Pokemon and you don't check out M&J TV. One of the best Pokemon creators. As well as his friends Purple Cliff and PM7. It is now 8:45 or 7:45, so I've been going at this for almost an hour, or almost an hour and a half. So yeah. My hand's starting to sweat a lot. My first actual shiny that wasn't like wormhole shiny in Pokemon Ultra Sun was a Mudbray that I just found shiny while going through the game in the post game, which was so cool. Like so cool, by the way, like genuinely insane. And then if we're also talking like any game, for every Pokemon game, what my first was in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, it was a shiny Pelipper. And then in Omega Ruby, it was shiny a shiny Silcoon, like early into the game, like not even like 2 hours in. Shiny Silcoon in like the Petalburg Woods, which was very insane. And one other dumb thing about that was a run of Pokemon Omega Ruby where I was only allowed to use water types. I do those runs, by the way. I do those for like fun on my own time. I did that, and I got that on a run where I couldn't use it, which is so unfortunate. And for Pokemon Y, my first shiny I actually caught was a shiny Audino, funnily enough. So it means now I found 2 games where the first Pokemon shiny I've caught and kept were Audinos. Because in this game, my actual first ever shiny in Pokemon Black and White 2 was a shiny Audino that was not the it was not from the Black Tower, the guaranteed shiny Gibble for Black 2. And I've never gotten the Haxorus. Because again, I can't get all the Pokemon seen in the Pokedex. Wait. And then for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, it was, if I'm not mistaken, a shiny, what was it? Shiny, dang, I'm having a hard time remembering, but shiny, when did I do? I'll keep thinking on it. Oh, shiny Chansey. Shiny Chansey while just grinding and making sure I found one. Because that was what I was hunting. But I named it Yira. And fun fact, I had a dream about finding a shiny Chansey the day before I found the shiny Chansey. Exact same spot, Cerulean Cave. Same exact area, same exact spot in the dream and in real life. That is insanity. And you want to know the next dream I had the next day that I still vividly remember? Was a dream about a meteor hitting my backyard. Considering the fact that the dream before that actually happened, you can see why I was a bit scared. I knew it wasn't actually going to happen now that I think about it. But that actually made me very scared for a while. Yeah. Very weird. Then for Let's Go Eevee, I can't remember at all. I think shiny Tauros. Either that or Dragonite. Because guess who found, while hunting the Tauros, a shiny Dragonite that despawned when I went up to get it. A shiny Dragonite spawned. I went up to go get it. It despawned as soon as I touched it. That is obscenity. That is obscenity. That is insanity. Like, no. Why? So why did that even happen? It made no sense. And no, it didn't just fly away. It just vanished. It was there 1 second and it was gone the next. And there was no other Pokemon to also be there, to where there's this weird glitch in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where if another Pokemon is right on top of a different Pokemon, you run into that Pokemon, the other will despawn as well sometimes. That was not there. That was not the case in the slightest. So it just vanished. And then this, like the same day I found the shiny Tauros. The Minotaur. And then in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I don't think I've ever found a shiny. Then in Pokemon X, I've never found a shiny either. And Pokemon Violet, I think I found like a shiny Pawmi. Like, for no reason, just found a shiny Pawmi. Or no, wait. Not Pawmi. It wasn't Pawmi. Because I still remember on my save file that I have for my... Because remember, I have 2 switches. I have 2 switches. One for my personal things, and one for other things, like channel stuff. Don't ask. It used to be a family one that no one used anymore. So I just asked if I could put it in my room, and they said yeah. And yeah, just, I think shiny Flittle? No, not shiny. Yeah, shiny Flittle. The little thing that evolves into a Spathra. I think. Because I had like 3 shinies on my team when I beat the game. So you know that whole thing where when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, it had this weird issue with crashing? Found a shiny Rock'n'Rolla before my game crashed. Like, I forgot to save after I caught it for like a couple hours. Not only did I lose hours of gameplay, I lost the shiny Rock'n'Rolla. Why did I not save? That's on me completely. Wanna know what happened next? Shiny Q-Fan, right there. Literally the same spot as the Rock'n'Rolla. Not there, the Rock'n'Rolla was not there, but a shiny Q-Fan took its place. That made no sense. That makes no sense. That should not physically happen by the laws of Pokemon, luck, and logic. Like, that should not have happened, yet it did. Which is just insane. Wow, it really seems like I'm getting into the whole thing of soft resetting. I've just been doing that unconsciously by also paying attention to it and talking. Multitasking. Hooray. Like, that made no sense. But Yeah, it happens. And then in Pokemon Shield, found a shiny Claydol. It had explosion. It did not explode. I caught it with a quick ball first turn. Found out literally as I checked its summary, it had self-destruct. It could have went boom. And no, you can't save before you find a shiny because you won't know that that shiny is there. You will never know that shiny is there because you can't see it in the overworld because they did not pay that much attention to that stuff. Why? Then I don't really know what I'm going to get for Legends EA. You'll never know until you find out. And also, shiny locking is stupid. I get for like cutscenes and stuff, it makes weird sense that it's going to be one color in the cutscene, but then it's different in the other. No, screw that. It doesn't make sense anyways. It's Pokemon. You can just make that funny. And it would just be hilarious to find out that you found a shiny of a legendary from a cutscene. It would be super cool. Or it would just confuse the person that they don't know what shinies are. But yeah, it just makes no sense. They should have just kept it like it was in Diamond and Pearl before, where you can find shiny legendaries. It made no sense to shiny lock them. I can get for new games where they just have the cutscenes mixed in with the exact encounter, and it's just one flute motion, so you can't find him shiny, obviously, for obvious reasons, because it just doesn't make sense anymore. Based on the animation. But then it made sense that you could actually add a shiny for that. I can see for Gen 9 and onward, because they got rid of the whole entering battle thing that they had in Sword and Shield, and then Legends Arceus as well. But at least in the other games, it had previous entering battle animations. So I can see them shiny locking as an add-on now instead of back then. So yeah, shiny locking is just nonsense. It's also around 8 o'clock, so only an hour left to go before I'm forced to stop playing. I'm just forced to stop playing for the night. You'll know it's a shiny kyurem when it has a green part on its head. And pink eyes. I think that's how it looks. Either that or it's pink on the head. All I know, it's not yellow. My in-game clock is screwed up. As of December 25th this year, I've had this game for 1 year. Because I got it last Christmas. Anyways, I'm probably going to just shut up now until the end of the video. Except for the outro. Okay, I think I have an idea. The little ritual, I think, to give me luck. I'm going to walk around the entire room. I'm going to save here and start fighting him from behind. Oh, I'm too far behind him, so I have to walk forward every time. It did not work. At least it'll keep my brain active. I do a lot of tomfoolery. I'm just gonna save it as Batuse. So that way it doesn't require me to have to walk a full step forward every time. But I may be doing a bit more off camera. And if I do get it, I will just make a short on it. Because, I don't know, maybe because I want to do this, but I don't want to have to sit in complete silence to do it. Which I'm kind of doing right now because I don't have any other audio playing since I'm recording on my phone. And that kind of gets boring after a while. I'll probably, after this video goes up, play for about another, I'd say another hour. And then if I don't get it, I will just stop playing Fortnite. At least until my dad gives me a medicine to go to bed, because I have autism that helps me go to sleep. And I just don't, because I don't go to sleep well. Just a fair warning before anything, in case I find it off screen. But hopefully I don't have to do that, because that just might be fun. Anyone knows what this thing does? This thing right here that just says... Does anyone know what that is? Because I have no idea. I've had that for like a long time and I've never known what it does. Also, I am heavily anti, what's it called? Emulator. I'm anti-emulator because it just makes it seem unauthentic to get it from an emulator instead of the actual cartridge or like download, because it just doesn't feel real. At least not to me. I don't know anyone else outside of my teacher who uses an emulator, because he used that to play all the other games for Pokemon. And it does not feel good to me. I think I'm gonna have a Christmas hat on the kyurem for this intro, or not for the intro, for the thumbnail, just for like funny purposes. Because why not? Why not have a Christmas kyurem? I hear a dog come upstairs. I think it's a Hulky. We've hit an hour and 50 minutes onto this video. Dear Lord. I'm so tired. Dear Lord, I am so tired. I'm going to blind myself. It's not shiny. I was gonna listen for audio cues. That did not work. K, Y, U, okay, K, Y, U, R, E, M. What does that spell? Failure. I'm getting a bit rusty with my sign language. That's not good. Considering I'm only halfway through the year, I'd say that's pretty bad if I'm already losing my touch on my sign language. I'm nearly 2 hours into this recording. Kyurem. 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 What does that spell, I wonder? Does that spell failure? Darn it. Ugh. I don't think I'm gonna get it today. I seriously don't think I'm gonna get it today. I only have like 30 minutes left in this recording. Well, in this case, it's gonna be like 34 minutes. Or maybe a bit more, but... Tis the season to be jolly. I don't know, I'm just losing my mind. Kyurem, shine, please. I'm losing my marbles over here. It was around like 8:26, so I have around a few, like around 60. I have 34 minutes left. I'm gonna try and ask it to be shiny from the sides. Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be shiny? It no want to be shiny. I'm officially 2 hours into this recording. Congratulations. I am miserable. I am miserable. Shiny, 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 shiny. Please, kyurem. Meh. Shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem. It didn't work. Honestly, good luck charms do not work. Or do they? Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be shiny? Meh. I am begging the booty. Give me a shiny. I don't know. Some people take months to get it. I should not be complaining about not getting it today. I'm going to rotate around the staff and see what happens. Shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem, shiny kyurem. I messed up a bit, but maybe this works. It won't work. I'm not built for streaming. Or maybe Kyurem does not like me speaking into his butt. Now we'll go back to its front area. I whisper into its ear, if technically even has an ear. Takes around 20 seconds per reset. I'm gonna whisper into Kyurem's ear. Yeah, it doesn't like whisper. It does not like ASMR. I didn't know like ASMR. I'll bring you to Lakanosa Town. I am trying to tempt it to be shiny by letting it go to places it would like to rampage. You will feast on 10 villagers tonight if you are shiny right now. It said no. Fine, 20 villagers. 20 villagers is my offer for you to be shiny. Fine, I double that offer, 40 villagers from Lakanosa Town. I'm just gonna keep doubling it every time. 40 villagers. That is my current and probably final offer, because I don't think there's any more in Lakanosa Town. Okay, fine. The entire Unova region. The entire Unova region for you to be shiny. That is my offer. Aww. Ash Ketchum! I offer you Ash Ketchum. I'm just gonna keep asking for offer. I'm gonna keep going to give offerings. I offer you my left nutsack. By the way, yesterday while I was trying to record a video, a pine cone fell from my magnolia tree and hit me in my nuts. Ow. That hurt a lot. Goku. I don't know. I offer you Goku. I don't know how you would eat Goku, but Goku. This is getting old, but yeah. Are you listening? I offer you 30 rare candies. Do you accept? That's a no. Please, kyurem, I need this. Please, kyurem, I have Zekrom. I will give you Zekrom. Do you want Zekrom? I gift you my right hand. I gift you my right hand, and in turn, you give me shiny. Aww. I have a green paintbrush. I have imaginary paintbrush that will paint you any color you want. Do you accept? I don't know, what should I offer him? I offer you a nice t-shirt. He does not want a t-shirt. I offer you my favorite blanket. Where is it, by the way? Where did my blanket go? I offer you my favorite blanket. Okay, I'm done with the offering thing. I don't think that's gonna work, and that's just getting annoying. I need to wipe my screen off because it's just dirty. I offer you a peppermint milkshake because that's tasty. I offer you 100 peppermint milkshakes. Okay, no more. I'm done with that. That's seriously getting annoying. About 15 more minutes and then I'm done. I'm done with the video today. I offer you a cool title. Mr. Frost. I don't know, maybe War Frost, god of cheeseburgers. I don't know. Anyways, I'm back because my dad told me to take a shower, but I'm gonna do that after I'm done. It'll only take a few more minutes. I offer you a nice jacket. Do you accept a nice jacket? Are you cold? I offer you a nice hat. That is my final offer. Because I have nothing else to give you. It's not shiny. I offer you Russia. I offer you Russia because that seems like a place you'd want to live. No, wait. I offer you the entirety of Antarctica. If I can convince Donald Trump... I give you Antarctica. Okay, I'm done. About 9 minutes left until I'm done. Do you want a nice house, kyurem? Because you're... Looks like you just have a cave. I offer my dog. I don't know what I'm even doing anymore. I've officially lost my mind. I have 6 minutes left until I have to go to... Until I have to end this video, so... I offer you the black stone. Game Freak. I offer you Getsus's head. Because Getsus enslaved you. I offer you his head. Okay. Do you want a friend? Maybe all Kyurem wants is a friend, because maybe that's what makes him want to be shiny. Do you want a friend? Okay, he doesn't want a friend. I will do 50 sit-ups I'll do 50 push-ups if you're shiny here. If you are shiny, I will do 50 push-ups. Okay, I don't have to do 50 push-ups. 100? 100 push-ups if I get shiny Kyurem right here. By the way, I have like 2 minutes until I have to end this, so... I will do 100 push-ups if you do shiny here. It's not. I have like 2 resets left until I have to end this. Actually, I think I only have like a chance for 1. No, 2. I have 2 resets left. Okay. Final reset. This is the final reset. It's officially 9 o'clock, so which is the last reset? Please kyurem. Cover my eyes. It's not shiny. Alright, that's where I'm going to end it today. See you all tomorrow, I guess. And maybe later if I get it while I'm doing some off-camera resets.